Inside Out.
Inside Out is presented by HTC. This is life. Connect with it. And Magnolia's at 26th for good old-fashioned Southern comfort food where Mama eats. Along with the McGuire Law Firm. Be kind today and tomorrow.
Welcome, friends. We have a really cool show for you for a really hot month with the Driftwood Garden Club, A Father's Place, the Lions Club of North Myrtle Beach, SoCo Marina Grille of Belle Isle, Squire's Turf of Aner, and the Merle's Inlet Boat Parade. That's why we say, honestly, that we go inside and out of Horry and Georgetown counties. But up first is a young man who raised $15,000 by working multiple jobs to open his own business. There's no better time to feature snowballs than the hot month of August. And I have met up here with Trent Spencer. He owns Spencer's Snowballs and Ice Cream. And I heard about him through the Sun News. They did a wonderful article on him, and I said to my husband, I've got to interview this guy. What an entrepreneur. You started this when you were 16 years old,
yes.
And you just turned 17.
I just turned 17 a few days ago, yes.
And you're a student at Carolina Forest High School.
Yes.
So how did you find time to open this?
I did online this year because of COVID, and I was working at a local restaurant, and I saved all my money, and I saw this on the Facebook Marketplace, and I said, you know, there's no snowballs around here. That's a Maryland-style snowball. And I said, I have to open this. So I saved all my saving from the past 10 years, and I invested in this little business.
And your parents and sister have supported
Yes,
you personally, helping to build it and everything.
Yes, they've been such a big help. They helped me with everything, all the paperwork side of it. They've been very supportive. They've been out here working for days when I need a little extra help, and they've been super helpful and very supportive.
Now the ice cream is all packaged ice cream. Your real focus is snowballs.
Yes, with over 45 flavors and sugar-free flavors available.
Look at that list of flavors over there.
Yes.
That's a bunch.
Yes.
And I saw some crazy ones.
Yes.
Did you make up these?
Yes.
Pickle?
I know, dill pickle. We have some other peanut butter and some egg custard that are a little out of the box.
What is the most popular so
Our
far?
most popular is blue raspberry.
I won't ask for blue raspberry, or my mouth would be blue for TV interviews the rest of the day. That would not be pretty. But Trent, the most popular blue raspberry, what's the attraction?
I think that's just a simple and a safe answer for people and everyone who doesn't love blue raspberry, you know what I mean?
All right, so I want to taste pickle. Egg custard sounded pretty good, and peanut butter.
All right,
Go
well,
do
let
your
me
thing.
go do it for you.
Dun, 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 dun. That's the Jeopardy song, okay? All right. So here are the sizes of snowballs that you can order. But of course, since I wanted to sample several, I just asked for some sample sizes. And you can too. So what is this?
Diane, this is dill pickle for you.
Now, has anyone really ordered dill pickle?
I only had 2 people order it, but I probably had over 300 samples. It's a love or hate flavor.
So people want to taste it?
Yes.
You know what? It's better than I thought it was going to be. I like it. It's almost like lemon lime with a little twang. I like that. Huh?
You ready for your second sample?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Your second's going to be that peanut butter flavor.
I like it. I didn't expect to like that. Okay, peanut butter. Looks like root beer. Wow. Now that really tastes like peanut butter.
Just like peanut butter?
That is very good. Did you ever think about putting chocolate and peanut butter?
Well, I guess maybe I'll have to make that the Diane flavor.
The Diane flavor.
Yes.
I love it. Chocolate and peanut butter.
Yes. Are you ready for that egg custard?
Yes.
This is the Maryland style snowball.
Oh. Okay. Are you from Maryland?
I am from Maryland.
Wow, how come you're not making crab cakes?
I know, that's what we need next, right?
I mean, really. Well, speaking of that, you want to open your own restaurant, don't you?
Yeah, so that's fine.
What is your goal for the future?
Go in business. Go in business and keep hustling and working and just get back in the community and just keep working every day.
Will you have like a grill, or is it a fancy
It's
restaurant?
going to be a grill, a little bit of everything where you can come down, sit and get a little hamburger, hot dog, some other little food, and just come and enjoy some time.
I love that. This is very interesting. Egg custard. So this reminds me of a pie.
It's very different, isn't it?
I like it. But I'm amazed at pickle because I didn't think I was going to like it. You folks need to come taste it. But look at some of those other flavors. What has been a surprise to you in the way of flavors?
Just what people, I would never think blue raspberry be our #1 seller. People have gotten, or when they get different flavors, I'm like, how can you eat a whole dill pickle when someone did order it? It's just a shocker. Or when people see the reaction of over 45 flavors, they're like, holy crap, I didn't even know snowballs have 45 flavors.
I mean, what is the 1 or 2 flavors that no one has ordered?
Red
Trent?
velvet is not a big popular one. Dill pickle is one of them. Peanut butter, them 3 are kind of not, a lot of samples, but not a lot of whole buyers.
Well, I mean, if I had a whole snowball of any of those, I would eat them, but I'm really, really surprised how much I like the dill pickle because I didn't expect to like it.
Yeah,
You know?
It's a love or hate flavor. Some people love it. If you like pickles, this is perfect for you.
Now, you've got a great relationship, thank goodness, with a restaurant here, but you've got to know that Spencer's Snowballs and Ice Cream is located behind a restaurant, so you won't see it from Bypass 17
Correct.
in North Myrtle Beach. You've got to look for it. So tell us exactly how to find you.
We're right behind Big Belly Grill, and we're across the street from Possum Trout Road, and we're at the 14th Ave of North Myrtle Beach.
And one of the restaurants that's really popular next door is Grumpy Monk.
Grumpy Monk, super popular restaurant. We're right next to them and right in the middle of Grumpy Monk's and Noah's Ark.
And of course, you couldn't afford street frontage at this point.
No.
You're just getting started.
Correct.
So I know you're grateful to this restaurant.
Yes,
here.
I'm very thankful they have let me stay at this spot and it's been a super help letting me post on here and having everyone come out and share the parking lot with me too.
And you've got a really nice patio so people can sit here.
Yes.
Can we bring our dogs?
Yes, you can. You can bring your family, your dogs, whatever you prefer. Just come on out, sit. We have the lights on at night. It's super nice.
Just remember, this is a student at Carolina Forest High School, 17 years old, Trent Spencer. And I'm just so proud of you
Thank
being
you.
an entrepreneur at this point and making your early dreams come true.
Thank you.
Which means that all your dreams in the future
Yes,
will
I
be
hope.
made a
Thank
reality.
you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Best
very much.
wishes.
Thank you.
Now I want a full snowball of pickle. Remember, it's 14th Avenue South in North Myrtle Beach. Don't miss it. A Father's Place, helping to make stronger families. Coming up next on Inside Out.
As fellow community members, HTC knows the precious value of family time spent together. That's why HTC delivers faster speeds, 24/7 local tech support, and free Wi-Fi. No matter where the day takes me, HTC serves up the world-class high-speed internet you need to stay connected to your world. Because you are here, and so are we.
High-speed internet starting at 300 megabits per second and up to 1 gig for as low as $49.95.
HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
This segment of HTC Inside Out is presented by the McGuire Law Firm. Be kind today and tomorrow.
Several years ago on this show, I interviewed this man, Wallace Evans. A Father's Place at that time only had one location in Conway, but they're so successful at what they're doing, they're now in 4 different counties. Wallace, that is just astronomical.
Yeah, I mean, we truly have been blessed over the years, and we started off just serving the Conway area, and we since expanded to serve 4 counties.
How about your mission? Tell us that story.
Wow, so now we're about inspiring responsible fatherhood so that our children can thrive. You know, dads make a difference in the lives of children, and when we can really support and strengthen young men and help them make better decisions and perhaps delay becoming a father too soon, and then also help men just navigate through the challenges that they might be facing as fathers being engaged in the lives of their children, we're going to end up with better men, better fathers, more responsible fatherhood as we move forward. So it is all about just supporting that mission of inspiring responsible fatherhood, because when we have responsible fathers, the outcomes for children are just so much better.
But you know, I've heard you speak on this topic, and I know that you believe that fathers need to have a good rapport with the mothers. And I know that
Yes.
you are a peacemaker many times.
Absolutely.
But that's important. If the young people don't feel like everybody's on the same page, that's trouble.
Right, exactly. I mean, a huge part of what we do is not only provide mediation between the moms and dads, but relationship skill building. That is, their co-parenting relationship at the end of the day is going to dictate a lot of the outcomes for the children. So we work with both of the parents to help them understand, to set aside, you know, some of these relationship, these other emotional issues that are preventing them from working together for the sake of their children. We want the children to be at the forefront of their thoughts and their interactions, because at the end of the day, it's about building healthy young people to become healthy adults. And so they have to work together very well. Yes, absolutely.
Tell me the counties that you're serving.
Right, so we're serving Georgetown, Horry, Marion, and Williamsburg counties. We have 2 offices here in Conway, 1 in Myrtle Beach and 1 in Georgetown, serving that 4-county region.
I don't know how you do it all. I know you've got some employees, but the fact is you thrive on volunteers.
Absolutely. You know, that's one of the things that we are looking for, are more volunteers to, you know, come and join our work, this what I consider a ministry of helping uplift fathers. So there are a number of volunteer roles and capacities that we have, from being a mentor to some of the men that are going through our organization, being a mentor to some of the young men who are part of the organization. Perhaps it's providing a meal for our weekly peer support meetings, because we have weekly peer support meetings in each of our offices. We're talking about healthy relationships, parenting, economic mobility, men's physical health, and men's mental health. So you might be providing a meal for that, perhaps even coming and being a subject matter expert and teaching a component of our curriculum. There are a number of ways in which we would love to partner with the community to volunteer, to learn more about who we are and what we do.
In addition to volunteers, you are also constantly recruiting sponsorships and partnerships, and you've got a program coming up. I know that you're very grateful that you got a grant for, to work with young boys. Tell me more about this, because I think this is very exciting.
It is. I am extremely excited about it. It is a federal grant from the Administration for Children and Families, and it is Ready for Life. And it is, you know, it's in different spaces, places around the nation, but it is about preparing young men to make better decisions, make wise and responsible decisions. So we have a reality check curriculum, and it starts by helping the young men explore their relationship with their father or lack thereof. They write a letter to their father. Opportunity for them to process the emotions surrounding that relationship with their father. Then it goes into goal setting. They take some career assessments, because what we want them to do is to begin thinking long term, begin thinking about where they want to be in the future, and then we talk about the economic and emotional impact if you become a father too soon, right? If you become a father too soon, it's going to limit your earning capacity, it's going to limit your education, it's going to put more hurdles in your way, more obstacles in your way to being where you're trying to go. So it's all about helping them navigate through being a young man in this world and really making those decisions that are critical and delaying becoming a father too soon. And so it's reality check. It's not scared straight, but we want them to observe family court, want them to observe, you know, a child support hearing, want them to talk to a family court judge, so they can hear it, feel it, and understand the gravity of their decision making and how it can have a negative impact on their lives and on their children's lives.
How young are you going to be working with?
That's 14. We're already in Georgetown County. We're working with Georgetown High football team and Waccamaw High and Georgetown Parks and Rec, and we are rolling it out here into Horry County, but it is for 14 to 22-year-old young men is the target.
You've got a program coming up in the fall too that you said is very important because it's all about the partnerships that you've created in the various communities.
Right, in October we have our Building Futures Award ceremony. This is our third annual ceremony, and it gives us an opportunity to celebrate leaders within the community who are doing great work, serving and building family, building community. And so we've got a number of different awards that we will be giving out on that evening. Ed Piotrowski is our gracious host again this year. And it's just a great opportunity for us to celebrate the champions, those ones who are just doing dynamic work. And, you know, certainly we are still looking for sponsorships. You can find more about that on our website. But it is truly something that we want to partner with the community to provide, you know, just a great evening and a great opportunity to really highlight people doing good work.
A celebration.
Exactly, exactly.
I heard you had a big June around here, and of course Father's Day.
Yeah, yep, Father's Month. We celebrate fathers all month long in June. It's Father's Month now.
Go for it.
Yes. So we had, in the end of June, we had what we call a graduation ceremony. We do that twice a year, June and in December. And it's graduation because you never graduate out, you always graduate up in our program. You graduate becoming a recruiter, an alumni, and a mentor for other men. So we celebrated 20 that have gone through our program. They were in cap and gown. For many of them, it was the first time they were in a cap and a gown and received a certificate. And so that was just an opportunity just to celebrate them and, you know, their hard work. But it doesn't stop there, right? There's still more for them to do. So they're at the next level, the next phase of their work with our organization, because we're a brotherhood of fathers, right? And so we want to maintain consistent contact with them as they continue their journey.
I guess a lot of those fathers do become volunteers in the program.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And some come back and re-enroll. One of the key things is if your child was, say, a toddler when you were first in our organization, you're going to see it through a certain lens, right? Your child, preteens are different than toddlers, and teens are different than preteens.
Right.
So some of the men come back when their children are at another stage of life, and so they're going to process the curriculum through a different lens, and that really helps them just be able to parent at that stage.
And finally, Wallace, here in the Conway office, you have this magnificent man cave.
We call it a dad cave.
Dad cave.
Or a dad's den, right? This is a place for the men to come to recreate, spend time with their children, read, or just have fun. Got the pool table, Xbox, PlayStation, you know, televisions on the wall, so that they can just enjoy themselves. And so we have this here in this office in Conway, one in Georgetown, and what we're really looking to do is to be able to have one in all of our offices, and we need one in our Myrtle Beach office. And so will be a great opportunity for someone, you know, to partner with us, to be able to establish a dad cave in our Myrtle Beach office. You know, we could name it after them, put their placard on the door, right?
What a deal!
That would be a great opportunity to be able to provide a space for men to get together with their children that's safe, to do wholesome activities, to continue to bond and build that relationship.
So there you have it, a great invitation to get involved in A Father's Place, not just helping fathers and sons and daughters, but helping everybody, the mom too, to communicate. It's a wonderful organization. If you want to feel good, get involved with A Father's Place. My friend, Wallace Evans, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Making North Myrtle Beach more beautiful, it's the Driftwood Garden Club. After this word from our sponsors.
The bedrock principle that drives our law firm is our unyielding dedication to working for the best interests of our clients.
The whole staff of the firm were very welcoming and nurturing to us. Everyone in the family was cared for.
This firm has made us feel so welcome and comforted, stepping us through and making us feel like family.
We will take care of you and make sure that you're treated fairly and treated properly.
Well, you know how hot it can get on the 4th of July? There's one place you can always be assured of that you can cool off, and that's the Murrells Inlet Boat Parade, because friends, you will get wet. Welcome to North Myrtle Beach, which is always beautiful. Why? Well, there's a lot of people helping to make this city beautiful, but one of the groups is the Driftwood Garden Club. Meet Joan Schuster. She's the publicity chair for this organization, and I know from talking to her on the phone, she is passionate about this. You love this. Why volunteer for this group?
I love being a gardener. I like hands-on. The group is really good. It's become sort of family to me now that we all work together very well, and it's just fun.
I know that you also write an article for the North Myrtle Beach Times and help with photography, so you're very involved, the perfect person for this interview. How long has this Driftwood Garden Club been around? Because you guys stay busy.
We do. This year is our 60th year.
Wow.
We're going to plan a celebration sometime in the fall to celebrate our 60 years.
Let's talk about some of the things that you do to keep North Myrtle Beach beautiful.
Well, we have 8 Blue Star markers. Most of them have gardens, which we plant and maintain. Jim Ranger from the North Myrtle Beach Grounds and Parks is very supportive, and he does part of it. But we do a lot of the planting ourselves. We're hands-on. We're not afraid to go in and trim trees, trim the bushes, pull out the weeds, do digging. Our hands are always in dirt.
And your Blue Star markers are usually in honor of veterans?
Yes, they are. It is an honor for us to be able to do this for the veterans. They are pretty good size memorials that we put up, and we usually always have on National Garden Week, we have a tribute to our veterans.
And then, of course, you do lots of little parks like the one we're at 41st Avenue South.
Yes, we did. The park is beautiful now, but you should have seen it in 2017 when we took it over. There was practically nothing here. And over the years, we've added, we tried to add things that's going to come back that make it beautiful. They can come and enjoy it. It's a place to sit and just sort of enjoy the garden, everything.
Oh yeah, the little benches and everything make this really a perfect place to read, meditate.
And we have birds. We even provide bird houses, so we have the birds that visit. So it's just a really nice place for the locals to come to.
But it's interesting because you guys have branched out quite a bit, and the Driftwood Garden Club has also gone inside of places in North Myrtle Beach to beautify.
Yes, that's true. You know, one of the things that we do, like at Christmas time, we're the ones, if you notice the beautiful wreaths and the swags that North Myrtle Beach hangs, our club goes in and we do about 120 swags and about 30 wreaths that we sort of remake over to make them beautiful, and they put them up. And that's something we really enjoy. And the afternoon, people come in to make their own, and we stay so that we can help them, show them how to make the wreaths if they need to. A lot of them are more than one time they've been there, but a lot of new ones haven't. So, and we make bows for them. We can custom do that. We're pretty good at just about everything.
And Joan, am I correct that you all have also sponsored art in City Hall?
Yes, there is several artists. There's a couple. Well, I say artists. We had 4 different artists. Different thing. 2 were painters. One is an artist with glass, and the other makes cards. And that was really nice. We enjoyed putting that up for the visitors, and it was in support of our first responders.
Now, when I think about this, y'all are all volunteers. Where are y'all getting the money to buy the flowers or buy the trees for Arbor Day, whatever?
Well, we have a fundraiser, and our biggest one so far has been our garden tour. We had a garden tour in 2018 and 2019. We had to stop for the last 2 years, but we're going to have a garden tour in 22. And it will be either May or June. We haven't set a definite date, but we will put the publicity out there so you know where it's going to be. And usually we have anywhere from 8 to 10 homes, and they are beautiful.
How about the libraries? I've noticed how beautiful they are. Do you work with them?
Yes, the Little River Library and the North Myrtle Beach. We have areas at both places where we put flowers in. we help sometimes put floral arrangements in both of them at different times, depending on what we've done for that month. They seem to enjoy our coming there and being hands-on with them.
Also, I know you work with kids, and I want you to talk about that, because if kids don't learn to love gardening when they're young, they don't grow up to be gardeners.
Yes, we do. We do have one of the elementary schools where we go into once a month during the school season, and we work with them in gardening and projects that they can make. Our kids have also won some awards, for national awards for that. They work on the Woodsy Owl posters. They're very appreciative, and they really get into it. And they like the gardening, and they like the idea of getting their hands in the dirt.
And being out of school.
And well, it is an after-school project.
Okay. So. And finally, I know that y'all have done magnificent things for birds in this community.
Yes, we have established about a 23-mile for the bluebird houses. We set up a bluebird trail at the North Myrtle Beach Parks and Recreation. We each have a bluebird house in our yards, and we put them in park. We actually have one in this park and in our other little parks. So we think it's very, very important that we contribute to those two.
And you've helped a few wrens along the way, I heard.
We do have a wren trail that we're working on and that we're setting up also.
Well, I hope everyone will certainly look forward to the big event the end of May or sometime in June, because you don't want to miss out on a garden tour that helps support the funding to keep North Myrtle Beach beautiful. It's the Driftwood Garden Club. But one more question for my friend Joan. How does a gardener keep her nails this beautiful? That's what I want to know.
Well, I have to have somebody who comes and takes care of them after I dig in the dirt. She cleans them up for me.
Good for you, Joan. Thanks for being with me, honey.
Thank you.
Making the area greener, it's the Squire's Turf Farm of Aner. Up next.
Honey, I think I'll adjust the thermostat. It's getting a little cool.
Mom, you don't have to get up to do that. I've installed the HTC Connected Home app on your phone. See, you can adjust the temperature from anywhere. Okay, Mom, I've got to go. Thanks for house sitting. Make sure to lock the door and set the alarm.
No problem. I have everything I need right here.
HTC Self-Install Kit, $0 with 36-month monitoring commitment.
HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
This segment of Inside Out is brought to you by Magnolia's at 26th for good old-fashioned Southern comfort food, where Mama eats.
Welcome to Aner. This is Squire's Turf, or Squire's Turf Farm, whichever you want to call it, because for 5 generations it has been in this man's family. A farm that has had all sorts of commodities growing, but now it's turf and sod. This is Chris Brady. Chris, tell me about the family farm. Your wife is 5th generation.
My wife is 5th generation. Our turf farm is owned and operated by 3 brothers and one of them's son. We also have agricultural side where we still continue to grow soybean, we grow corn, we grow wheat and oats on occasion. But right now turf is our biggest product based off of market conditions, and as everybody knows, the amount of development going on in this area. We grow 4 different types of grass. We grow centipede, we grow 419 Bermuda, we have a dwarf Bermuda, and we have a medium blade zoysia. Our products we deliver up and down the Grand Strand from Wilmington down to Charleston, with the most concentration being in Myrtle Beach through Conway. We are open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 o'clock. We allow, unlike a lot of other farms, we allow the public to come out and pick up turf. So that's one thing we like to pride ourselves on is really connecting with the community and understanding that local homeowners have needs outside of wanting to use landscapers. So we do allow the public to come in and pick up grass, but we do want you to give us at least a call the day before, if not early the morning of, and if we can squeeze you in, we'll make it happen. We try to be as accommodating as we can be.
As a matter of fact, I saw a customer picking up some grass through a window. That's kind of cool.
Yes, ma'am. This past year, we actually had in planning, and along with the virus situation going on, we wanted to create a safe environment for our landscapers and homeowners alike to be able to come in and feel comfortable picking up grass, as well as keeping our employees safe. So we've actually added a roof extension on the front of our building and a separate window so people can come in, have a safe place to interchange, pay for grass, order grass, and we give them map and directions to the field. So that's the only contact, is a piece of paper being exchanged back and forth.
I like the idea that you do deliver to customers, because not everyone wants to hire a landscape architect. At the same time, you deliver, which is cool too. Not everyone has a truck.
That's right. We have the capability of delivering up to 20 pallets on a tractor trailer. We deliver those to areas all over the place. We have a Moffett, so we are able to unload those and place, if necessary, wherever the client would like it. We also have added to our fleet this past year a trailer where we can help out people that like, hey, I need 1, 2, 3 pallets to finish up a job, or a homeowner said, I don't have the capability. We have a trailer that can deliver up to 3 pallets. Although we can't place it, we can get it into pretty good tight areas, and it's been a very successful, very thankful addition to our fleet.
So obviously the family name that's been pretty famous here in Aner for years is Squires. Yes, and did they have the tree farm on 319 in Aner?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. That was one of the adventures we took on many a year ago. And around 2008, we actually backed off of the tree production and went full throttle into sod production, just because of the market change back in, everybody knows, back in that time when everything kind of dipped down. Housing production slowed down tremendously, but the market for sod has been relatively consistent. And as with the growth that we're experiencing right now, there's going to be a need for sod, as well as within this industry, you always have people wanting to revamp or renovate a resort or their yard that's been in 15, 20 years. And we want to know that we can offer a product that will meet their needs at that time and carry them another 15 plus years.
It's beautiful out here though. As I look around, everything's so green and beautiful. And of course, because it's sod, grass, turf. But I know everyone asks you what grows best around here. I know it's a loaded question.
The 4 typical grasses you'll see in this area are your centipede, your Bermuda, zoysia, and St. Augustine. Of those 4, there are multiple varieties within each one of them. Some of them can handle shade, some of them can handle foot traffic and athletic traffic better. Some have less water requirements, lower maintenance, but there's ebbs and flows for each one. You know, it's just, if you come to us, we can tell you exactly what we feel like is the best option for your environment.
How about this, what we're looking at here?
What we're looking at right here, this is a medium blade zoysia. It is our most expensive grass. You're going to spend more money up front on a grass like this, but long term you're going to spend a lot less money on chemicals and maintenance. It's a drought resistant grass. It handles foot traffic, pet traffic, and overall it is just a very durable, thick grass. And a lot of people, when they pick it up, they're like, man, this is like a floor mat. And that's exactly what it is. Very dense and 0 complaints out of this grass.
Do dogs like it?
Yes, you will get a little bit of damage out of dog urine, which is expected, but it bounces back a lot better than some of the more common grasses you'll see in an area like centipede.
So many people move here from up north and they're familiar with so many different types of grasses there, and they wind up planting the wrong thing.
Yes, that is a good point. You know, and another thing we hear out of people that transplant from other areas is the grass goes dead in the winter. The grass does not go dead. These are warm season grasses. They have a span of when they perform. When you have your first frost, they're going to go dormant. And then when the temperatures get back up, they'll start coming out of dormancy. But you've got to have all the conditions in the right place. And one of those which most people miss is the ground temperature. Once that ground temperature gets up to about 60 to 65 degrees consistent, the grass will begin to thrive. So what I tell people when they come down here is it's not dead. Just give it some time. It'll come back out. Ask me questions. You know, and another thing is a lot of people will do in this area to have that green during the winter is they will overseed the grass with rye. We don't recommend rye for all the varieties we grow, but Bermuda can handle it. The grasses can handle it, but over time it will cause them to thin out and perish. The most common grass you're going to see in the area is centipede. That's what a lot of the tract home builders use, as well as a lot of regular landscapers builders. Really great grass and tough, especially in our area where it does get hot and dry a lot. Centipede is a very hardy grass when maintained properly. And what I say by that is maintenance at the correct height. A lot of people tend to want to cut it really, really short and can't understand why it doesn't look good. Centipede at a minimum 2.5 inches. If you can get up to 3.25, it will be even more lush and healthy. Another thing with centipede is people like to over fertilize it. They want it to look dark green like their neighbor. Well, that dark green is coming from over fertilization. If you treat the grass incorrectly, you're going to have thinning and eventually dying of that particular variety. But overall, great variety of grass. Secondly, we've got 2 varieties of Bermuda we grow, a regular 419 and a dwarf. 419 Bermuda is a common Bermuda. You see it a lot of places around here. Really tough grass, pretty flexible on mow height, but it cannot handle shade, just like centipede. Those two do not like shade. So if you plant them and you've got some trees, it's going to thin out and die. So we try to educate people up front on that. And then the dwarf Bermuda, a lot like the zoysia, has some shade tolerance to it. The mow height around 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, so you can have a yard that looks like a fairway.
You are farming out here, so what about your season? What's the best time and how do you plant, etc.?
So each year, some of the grasses we grow by seed, which would be centipede. Our Bermudas, we sprig those, and the zoysia, we sprig it as well. It's some varieties of grass you can't grow from a seed. It's just the way nature works. But, you know, a lot of times we come through in the early spring, we clean and prep our fields, turn the soil, and kill out everything. We put out the centipede seed, and then we net it. All of our centipede has a net backing just because of the way the root structure operates. It's a little bit weak at times, and that allows us to be able to harvest it, hold together, so when it's delivered and installed by either the landscaper or the homeowner, they've got a sturdy, tough product.
So are you worried about hurricane season like all the other farmers in the area?
I would say the biggest concern for us is twofold. One, if some of the areas stand in a lot of water, it can cause root rot and damage to the turf, which would actually extend the time period where that grass would be ready to be harvested. But the other thing that I think that hurts us the most is the ability not to have work for our employees if we have to shut down for a storm. And then, because it's not just felt out here, we have to slow down because it's too wet to service, maintain, and harvest grass, as well as you've got to deal with the landscapers. They're stopping a lot of their landscaping projects to do cleanup and projects like that, which when that happens, there's not a need. So it does hurt our employees because it lessens their hours and the availability to deliver grass.
Finally, you sell many times cheaper than the big box stores, and most people probably think it'd be the opposite.
That's correct, that's correct. There is nothing wrong with going to the big box stores. They will help service people if they need like a piece or two to finish a job, finish an area. We sell our grass by the half pallet or the full pallet. We cut some of our grass in mini rolls, some in slabs. But yeah, we'd love for you to come out and not just come out to get the grass, but love for you to come out and just invite people in to come experience, come feel the grass before you make that investment, especially if it's your new home or you're flipping a property and you want to make sure you have the right look and feel for that project.
Come out, throw your blanket down here, have a picnic, bring your dog. Why not? They love grass.
Great.
Chris Brady, you're terrific.
Yes,
Boy,
ma'am.
the Squires family was lucky when you married Roxanne.
I felt luckier than she is.
You're great for the business. Squires Turf, friends. Come on out and visit. It's Garner Road in Aner. You'll love the place. Thanks, Chris.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate it. That was fun.
It's your invitation to a 9/11 memorial event next here on Inside Out. Proper serving, proper distancing. We're into safety at Magnolia's. Our staff now plates your food with all your favorite choices from the buffet, salad bar, and dessert bar, and it's still all you can eat. There's also breakfast, evening, and an expanded Sunday buffet. Mama says she can't cook it that cheap. Plus, the kids will love the yummy ice cream machine. Named Small Business of the Year by the Chamber of Commerce. Magnolia's, it's where Mama eats. Coming up next month, there's a really big event you're going to want to attend, and it's all happening in North Myrtle Beach with the North Myrtle Beach Lions Club and North Myrtle Beach Parks and Rec. I want you to meet my friend Nils, and he is so excited about the Lions Club. And you've been a member for how long, Nils?
I've been a member since 2006. And believe it or not, this was the first project that we took on as a club that I participated in. This is our annual 9/11 memorial, always held on 9/11. This year, September 11th falls on a Saturday, and it will be the 20th anniversary of that tragic day.
It doesn't seem like 20 years.
And what we do as a club, we like to pay tribute to those who lost their lives, but also the first responders who gave of their time, effort, and their lives in many cases to help everybody while that tragedy was going on. We have a memorial service that we hold at the Horseshoe. We partner up with the City of North Myrtle Beach and Parks and Rec, and we are down there 7 o'clock on 9/11, and it usually lasts anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. This year we will have the North Myrtle Beach Community Band playing some music, and then Rolling Thunder comes in and sets up their motorcycles, and then we have some color guards come in. We'll have the NJROTC bring the flags in. We have a wreath that will be donated, and that wreath will be placed in front of the stage. It will be carried in by an officer from the fire department and an officer from the police department. And we have at least one, and hopefully we're going to have 2 or 3 first responders who were actually there. So we're putting together a few different things. We're hoping to be able to have a big screen with all the names of those who lost their lives scrolling through the whole event. This is still something we're working out with the city, but we hope that will work. So this is something we're very, very proud of.
Should be.
And we do it, as I say, every year. We wanted to do something a little more on the somber side this year since it's the 20th anniversary. So we're looking forward to it. We hope that we get a big crowd out.
Tell me the mission of Lions.
Lions Club were founded in 1918, and in 1925, Helen Keller came to the Lions and said, "I would like you to be Knights of the Blind. I would like you to look out for those who are blind, visually impaired," and the Lions took that to heart. And our mission is to help those who are in need of eyeglasses, or in this case, we also do hearing aids. So we do eye screenings. We give out, to those who qualify, we give out eyeglasses. And we also partner up with a lot of other community service organizations along the same lines. We have added diabetes awareness because diabetes is the number one cause of blindness. And so we do a lot of events. We do, as a local club, we do screenings at the elementary school, middle school, and high school in North Myrtle Beach. We also do some other community service activities. We just had a big eyeglass collection service project the month of May. And we take those used glasses, and they are cleaned up, sent off. And there are a lot that are going to a Lions project called Sight for Mozambique. The interesting thing with that one service project, plus a couple others that we did this year, I'm proud to say that our club, the North Myrtle Beach Lions Club, was chosen as the District 32C for the state of South Carolina Club of the Year.
Oh, that is something to be very proud of.
I am very proud of the work that our club put together.
I know that you also, according to this brochure, do scholarships and a special camp.
Yes. Now, the Leo's camp is one that's held down in outside of Hilton Head, and that's something that we contribute to, and that's a camp for children who are visually impaired that don't necessarily have a chance to get out. Here in the local community, we also partner up with Horry County Schools, and we're out at Playcard Environmental Center. We are there twice a year. We'll be there in November for their Swamp Fest, and then we also go out for Baby Animal Day in the spring. Mentioning the scholarships that you said, we give scholarships to seniors at North Myrtle Beach High School. And 2 years ago, we added the North Myrtle Beach Christian School to be one of the schools that we looked at. Those seniors that are going on to higher education that meet our criteria for not only academics and sometimes need, but also community service. Even with the COVID hitting and our fundraising capabilities dropping, we were able to give out 2 scholarships last year, and we gave out another $2,000 scholarships this year. And in fact, one of them went to the Christian school for the first time. So we're excited about that program. That's something that we're proud of.
Let's talk about your fundraisers, because you guys and gals are volunteers, but yet you're out there banging on doors and raising money.
Yes, ma'am. And we have 2 fundraisers coming up. We have one in October, which is White Cane Day. We have a silent auction out at La Belle Amie Winery. And we've been doing that out there for several years now. That's a fun one for us as a club. But we also have our major fundraiser of the year that we have not been able to hold because of COVID, which is a pancake supper, and that will be in February. Now, along with both of those, I'd like to offer that people come out to help. And in order to do that, we meet twice a month at Bolino's in Cherry Grove. 7 o'clock meeting. We're upstairs in the conference room, and it's come and visit, see what we're all about. We are always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for members. And as I say, if they want to see what we're all about, come to the 2 fundraisers that we do, and we'll be glad.
There's no doubt that if you're new in the community, this is a great club to get involved in, because you meet a lot of new friends and become one.
That's right. And we have, believe it or not, we have several families, man and wife, in our club right now who are members. We have some ladies who come out, and we're trying to get their husbands to join, but we're always open. We're always open.
Well, that was your invitation to join the North Myrtle Beach Lions Club. And remember, 9/11, that's September 11th, a beautiful memorial sponsored by the North Myrtle Beach Lions Club. You're terrific, Nils.
Thank you, Diane. Always a pleasure.
You're going to be a dynamite president. Last but not least, food with a great view in Belle Isle. Stay with us.
As fellow community members, HTC believes in helping friends and neighbors protect what matters most. With integrated home technology, I can control my home and security system from my smartphone. HTC Security makes my job easier and keeps my world running smoothly. No matter where the day takes me, HTC brings reliable, world-class security right here to Horry and Georgetown counties, because you are here, and so are we.
Upgrade your security with a video doorbell from HTC.
HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
Friends, take a look at this view. We're just 5 miles south of Georgetown at the Belle Isle Marina. And it might be a little windy today, or it might be very windy today, but I'm having fun with Julie Metcalf. And Julie and her husband, Greg, and you'll meet their granddaughter in just a moment, Savannah. They run the SoCo restaurants. And it didn't begin on the Grand Strand. SoCo, the name did, but the restaurants began where, Julie?
The concept of our food began in Valley Crucis, Diane. But Greg and I decided that we loved the beach so much we had to move here. So we settled on Georgetown because we had actually come here for our vacations for years and years and years. And we just happened to come across a restaurant that was for sale in Litchfield Beach, which is where we put our very first SoCo Grill. From there, we went to the hammock shops and moved our business to the hammock shops as a SoCo Grill. Then, of course, everybody knows COVID happened. So we looked for a better location that the rent wasn't so high. So we found downtown Georgetown, right on Front Street, was the perfect location for us for our very first SoCo Grill on Front Street, Georgetown.
Comfort food at its finest.
Exactly. SoCo stands for Southern Comfort Food. So from there, we started this place here, the Marina Grille, which is also a SoCo Marina Grille. It has the same menu as our Front Street location, but of course you can see the view we have here you can't get on Front Street.
And then most recently, we did an interview a couple of months ago with your new chop house.
Exactly. We thought Georgetown really needed a 5-star restaurant because there really is no place downtown Georgetown to go for 5-star food, for a 5-star menu, for 5-star service. The Chop House is the place to go for that.
And Julie, it's always been a really neat partnership between you and Greg. He's more food, and you were always in charge of pastries. And both of you have won awards for his cooking, for your pastries. I mean, you guys were award winners in North Carolina before ever coming south.
Exactly. In North Carolina, at the Valley Cruises location that we had, which was not a SoCo, but it was the food concept, I got an award for my carrot cake and for my bourbon chocolate pecan pie. Greg got an award for the Southern fried chicken, which is served on a bed of warm blue cheese coleslaw, and it's absolutely delicious. And every competition that we have gone to since then, he's always won with the Southern fried chicken.
And I've had that at every one of your restaurants. I love it, and I'm going to eat some today with Savannah in just a little bit. But what is it like all working as a family together? I mean, you've now brought Savannah in. She's only 19 years old. My goodness.
Yes, she just graduated high school last year, and but she's been working in the business with us since she was 9 years old. She started off bussing tables, and that's where she learned her work ethic, and she's just wonderful. She's very mature for her age, and now she's managing SoCo Front Street Grill.
Now, before we move over to her, I want you to plug your catering facility, because whether it's Georgetown, Pawleys, Litchfield, wherever, and here, you've got catering facilities here as well at Belle Isle.
We do. We have the Yacht Club here at Belle Isle with an ocean view. We do full catering services here. We also have a food truck, SoCo Land Yacht, where we bring it to you. So if you decide you want to have a catering event at your house, at beach party, whatever, we can bring it right there to you.
How about that? It's Southern Comfort. We call them SoCo. And right now we're going over to Savannah, the next generation of SoCo chefs, so to speak. Oh, maybe managers, let's just say. So Savannah, what is your favorite here at the SoCo Belle Isle Marina?
It would probably be the buttermilk fried chicken salad. That's one of my #1 favorites. I really like the chicken here.
I've always had that when I've come here. One of the best parts about it is this dip. Tell me about that.
Oh, it's always homemade. It's
It's delicious.
It's wonderful. I love it.
What's in it?
It comes with tomatoes, eggs, bacon, and our fried chicken on a bed of lettuce, and you get your choice of different dressings, but we prefer the honey mustard. It's better with it.
I was digging for the recipe. Could you tell the honey mustard, which is mayonnaise, mustard, and some secret spices, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious. It's absolutely wonderful. So these are the kind of items people can come here and eat under the gazebo with this fabulous view, but they can also eat inside.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about your hours here. What days are you open?
We are open 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday.
Closed Sunday and Monday, let's
yes.
make that clear.
Yes, we are closed on Sunday and Monday.
And I heard you've got some music out here.
Yes. Saturdays we have Bubba that comes and plays.
They call him Uncle Bubba?
Yes, they do.
But he's not really your uncle.
No, he's not.
But does he play all types of music?
Yeah, he sings, he plays his guitar. It's wonderful. Everyone loves him. We get a good crowd because of him.
And your grandma says that you have been working with them since you were 9 years old.
Yes.
And you're 19 now, so you've got this great, let's just say, education under your belt without even going to culinary school. How good is that?
It's wonderful. I look up to him, so.
So where did you go to school, Savannah?
I went to Inca. It's all the way in Candler, North Carolina.
Now you're going to be managing a new pizza restaurant in Georgetown. Tell us about that new member of the SoCo family.
It's going to be called SoCo Wood Fired Pizza. We're going to have homemade pizza. We do the dough by ourselves, homemade. And one of our apps that I'm really excited for is going to be a big meatball on a plate. And I can't wait. And we're going to make all different pastas and hot wings. That's going to be in the oven we have. We actually have a brick oven that's going to installed.
That's going to be unique for Georgetown.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like fun. When's that going to open?
We are shooting for the end of September, beginning of October.
And you're ready?
Yes, I am.
You're going to put lots of mozzarella cheese so when you bite into it, it drips all Oh, I
Yes.
love that. I love that. Okay, let's taste the pimento cheese because your grandmother said she doesn't even like pimento cheese, but the fact that y'all make this homemade, she
Yes.
says it's the best around.
Yes.
Go ahead, you don't have to be gentle with it.
I'm not even a fan of pimento cheese, but after my grandfather made this, I love it.
That is very good. So you make this from scratch, but then again, everything's made from scratch with SoCo family restaurants, you know? How about this? Fill me in.
Oh, our ribs, they're a #1 seller. Everyone loves them. The meat falls right off the bone. Probably.
Is this the biggest seller here?
Yes, it is. One of the biggest sellers here.
And I imagine a lot of people come here and get burgers because everybody loves that.
Yes.
And then here is another version of your award-winning buttermilk chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
There's nothing to not like. You've got a great view, you've got great food, and you know that it's a wonderful family running the SoCo Belle Isle Marina. Remember, there's catering facilities here. And one more thing, when you pull into Belle Isle, there's a little gate over there. Don't let that stop you. Don't think that this is a private development. You can come right in here. As a matter of fact, if the bar is down on the gate, all they have to do is punch in the number that's right there on the meter, and it says SoCo Grill. So they can just come right on in.
Yes, it's open for the public and everyone in here.
And so, come on down and enjoy the view, the wind. Don't worry about your hair. You can't worry about your hair here, can you?
No, you can't.
Thank you, Savannah. Thank you so very much. All right, everybody, let's eat. What should we taste now? Oh, how about the cake?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's taste the cake. Oh, yeah. Julie's recipe. Delish. Next month, we'll pedal right into September with some wonderful guests, including J&J Produce of Burgess, Three Guys, Subs and Pies of Conway, and Palmetto Performers, a dance troupe in Myrtle Beach. It's going to be fun. We're going to kick off fall in style. Join us then. Back to the exercise. Oh gosh, I'm never going to lose weight like this.
Inside Out is presented by HTC. This is Life. Connect with it. And Magnolia's at 26th for good old-fashioned Southern comfort food where Mama eats. Along with the McGuire Law Firm. Be kind today and tomorrow.